welcome to episode 20 of the Clean Bulk series, and in this week's episode I want to be giving you 3 exercises to improve your grip strength. I feel like grip is very important, and normally when you're doing like on heavy back days, when you're doing a lot of deadlifts and rack pulls, if you do them, normally it's your grip that fails before your actual muscles do. And a lot of people will turn to straps, and I think that people turn to straps much too quickly, so I want to give you some of the benefits. I'm just going to go over some exercises to help improve your grip strength, because there's a lot of benefits associated with having a strong grip. After the workout clips, I'm going to give you ways of incorporating it into your training, into your current split that you might be doing, just some ways to do that. And also I'm going to be explaining the exercises to kind of go into a little bit more detail about what I'm thinking, give you some insights into the workout. And I'm also, at the end of the video there, I'm going to give you why having a grip strength is why having a good grip is very important for your lifts. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. So I hope everybody enjoys the exercises. They're pretty unique, and I hope everyone takes something away from the video and definitely give them a try. So let's begin.
Sometimes we forget why we're here. It's easy to fall off track. These help us remember.
These battle scars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
Growing up I had a dream, something no one else could see. Tell me what it means when your faith is falling beneath your knees and you can't breathe. Everything you see reminds you of what you're not or something you won't be. You gotta take what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business. Not because they wanna do it, just because they heard it pays. And who the fuck wants to be poor knowing that's how we've been raised? Society is getting heavy, I can feel the weight. The pressure of success is like 100 million pounds of shame. And that's the reason I'm staying up late, trying to find a way to escape the stereotypes this day and age is making me feel like the only way I'll be happy is getting signed to a label and making money through rapping. I wanna share my emotion because this world is attacking the very principle of life that lets the people be happy. If you don't have a reason to breathe, why even live? These battle scars are impressions of everything that it is.
Scars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battle scars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
If I had a voice that reached a
The first exercise was fat grip dumbbell holds. This is a really great exercise for building grip strength. As you've seen here, I did 2 sets of about 70 pounds with dumbbells, but the fat grips really make this exercise much more challenging than it looks. But yeah, if you don't have fat grips, then what I would recommend is just to kind of increase the weight that you use for the dumbbells to kind of put more strain on your grip. I would probably aim for anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds you want to hold it for. And I did 2 sets just because I didn't want to burn myself out with the first exercise, considering I was doing 2 more. So if you haven't given it a try, definitely try it and let me know what you think. The second exercise I did was wrist rollers. This one was really unique. I like this one because it kind of spices up your forearm training and it makes it a little bit fun. I did 2 sets once again. I did about 4 rolls, with 1 roll being from the bottom all the way up to the top. Once again, when this one burns, it really burns. It's similar to calf training, the same feeling you would feel because it's such a small muscle. But yeah, this is also a great exercise to include. If you don't have the wrist roller, because I know a lot of gyms probably don't have that, I would just recommend doing barbell wrist curls as a substitute, which kind of works the same, but like I said before, this one is just much funner. So definitely give it a try, and this is a unique way to spice up your forearm and your grip training. And the final exercise that I did was weight flips, or plate flips, I guess you'd call them. But here I actually only did them with 25 pounds. What I would recommend is start off with 10 pounds or 5 pounds to kind of adjust to the exercise. And once you get comfortable with doing 10 per side, then I would move up in the weight. And here I felt pretty comfortable with 25. What you want to do is you want to watch out if you drop it, because you definitely don't want to drop it on your toes. I almost did that during this exercise, but once again, this is another great unique exercise to include in your grip strength. And like I said, I did 2 sets of 10 per side. Yeah, so this is a great one. I would definitely recommend giving it a try. And yeah, that did it for the grip strength exercises. I really like these different exercises. Sometimes it's fun to go in there and try out new things, other than just doing your traditional like wrist curls and just different forearm exercises that might be boring. So how would you include this in your training? There's a few ways you can do it. The way you can do it is include it after like another training session. So let's say you are training chest and triceps that day. At the end of your workout, go in and do a little bit of forearm work. This is a great way to kind of get some extra work in. And another way you could do it is you could actually, if you're training 5 days a week, you could take an active rest day on the 6th, and you can actually go in and bang out some forearms by doing these exercises, or some of your favorite ones as well. These are just recommendations because they're a little bit funner than some of your traditional ones. But yeah, you can take it on the 6th day of an active rest day. What I would recommend though is I would recommend not doing it before a heavy back day. Like let's say you go in on the 6th day and you do forearm training, but your next day you're scheduled for a back day. You don't want it to affect your deadlifts or your rack pulls, because if you do forearm training, you're probably going to pre-fatigue them and they're probably going to be sore. You don't want to like have to sacrifice your back training just because you train forearms. So that's my recommendation for that. You'd ideally want to be hitting like lower body, like legs, assuming that you don't do deadlifts on leg days or you don't do heavy RDLs. But yeah, that would probably be the best way to set it up. The first way in which it will benefit you is actually being able to progressively overload much quicker, much easier. When you're doing heavy compound lifts, like your deadlifts, your rack pulls, RDLs, bent over rows, anything that you do with that requires the use of heavy weight. Normally these movements, your grip fails normally before your muscles do, and that's normal. But I think that by developing a strong grip, you're able to handle a lot more weight without the use of straps. I understand that the importance of straps. I feel like straps are very important for your pull days, like on back day. It's really good for developing a mind muscle connection and being able to focus on contracting your back. But I think people run too quickly to the use of straps, and I think they need to build up their forearm strength. So yeah, by focusing on your progressive movements, by doing it without straps, I think is a good way of doing it. A way that you could do that is simply go into the gym and let's say you deadlift 405 off the floor. We'll go in and try at 135 and keep going up in weight without the use of straps until your grip fails, and see which weight that is, and just kind of focus your next couple sessions around working with that weight without straps. And I guarantee that it'll get used to feeling what the weight feels like without straps, and it can actually develop your forearm muscles for when you actually do use straps. You'll actually be able to progressively increase the weight better. So yeah, definitely give that a try for your next gym session. But yeah, definitely, I think straps are good, but I think people run to them too quickly. The next benefit of developing nice thick forearms is that it actually complements the rest of your physique, especially your arms. I mean, there's nothing worse than having skinny, small forearms, and then you look at your biceps and it kind of takes away from your arms, the size of your biceps and your triceps. So if you were to develop your forearms and kind of make them more proportionate to the rest of your body. Most people wear t-shirts all the time, so like the only thing that you really see with the t-shirt on is the forearm. So if you look like you got big beefy forearms, it will actually make people think that you have bigger arms, I guess, and it kind of gives the illusion as well as having big arms. So yeah, I think that just definitely work on forearms, try these exercises, give them a try. You're working your grip and your heavy compound movements, but just try to use them without straps like I mentioned before, and you'll be able to develop a much better set of forearms. But yeah, it definitely improves the look of your physique overall, and it kind of, bodybuilding is all about balance, so if you're able to balance out your forearms with your biceps, it kind of makes more of it complements it a little bit better. So the third benefit is a little bit more scientific, and it has to do with the increase of neuromuscular response of your muscles. So according to a study that was done in 1992 by the International Industrial Ergonomics, they concluded that if a muscle is contracting, then it will actually increase the muscles that are around it are able to actually contract better. So basically what that means, how you can apply that in your training, is just by using a thicker bar. So if you're doing like your heavy compound lifts, like a bench press or a deadlift or bent over barbell row or heavy RDLs, by using actually like a fatter grip or a thicker bar, you're able to actually increase the contraction of the muscles. Therefore, you're able to optimize more muscles within the lift, so you can pretty much optimize your muscle growth and maybe stimulate some new growth in the process. So that's kind of why I like the fat grips. I did a YouTube video, I think it was 2 YouTube videos ago, on how to build big biceps. I actually did seated dumbbell curls with the fat grips. I find that that's a great way to integrate your forearm training into your arm training, because not only do I feel a great contraction in my biceps, but I also feel it in my forearms as well. Yeah, so if you haven't checked that out, I would highly check it out. But just find different ways to implement thicker bar training in your programs, and I guarantee your forearms will thank you. All right, guys, that's going to conclude this week's episode. I don't think that you should ever prioritize training your forearms over other muscle groups. I think that they should take precedent. But it's definitely important to kind of incorporate some forearm training into your routine, especially if you have weak forearms. If you notice that when you're doing your lifts, you find that your forearms are always giving out much quicker than your muscles, which is normal, but I mean, you definitely don't want them to be lagging too far behind. So yeah, definitely give some of these exercises a try. They're pretty unique. I know that training forearms can be time consuming and boring, so that's kind of why I wanted to put a different spin on it and give some different exercises for you guys to give a try. A brand new YouTube video will be uploaded to my channel on Sunday, September 8th. I'm sticking to my once a week upload schedule, except for I'm really excited about this one because I'm able to tell you who my new coach is. I want to give you an update on my training, day one of what my day one of my program looks like, because my training has changed, my macro targets have changed, some of my meals have changed, and my cardio has changed. So pretty much everything's got reshuffled around, just kind of mixed up a little bit. I'm really enjoying this new program, my new coach, so look out for that announcement and look out for that video. It's going to be a full day of eating and training. So yeah, I'm going to be going through my what a day looks like for me in terms of training and eating. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that. If you could hit the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate that. I've got a lot in the works. I'm putting a lot more time into the videos. I'm planning the content. And I'm really loving it. It's a creative process that intrigues me the most about doing it, and kind of putting more work into the editing as well. So let me know if you're liking that for sure. Hit the bell notification as well to make sure you receive notifications for when the video drops. I've got a lot of different cool video ideas planned, and I can't wait to release them for you. But yeah, look out for that next YouTube video. It's going to be a full day of eating and training under my new program with my new coach on September 8th. And of course, a brand new fitness facts is going to be uploaded to my website, which is tomorrow. It's going to be Monday, September 2nd. I do one every single week, and I really love doing it. It just kind of educates me in the process of trying to educate and inspire others. I learn a lot while doing it. I enjoy doing it, just putting the work into it, just kind of researching and kind of picking the topics. This is fun to do. But yeah, that will be uploaded tomorrow, which is Monday, September 2nd. So give that a read. I hope everyone's taking something from my fitness facts. If you don't know what my fitness facts is, it's basically just a blog, health and fitness weekly blog that I put out for free on my website. Just trying to educate, motivate, and inspire people through different various health and fitness related topics. So if you haven't checked it out, my last one was on the importance of staying hydrated in bodybuilding. I kind of related the two. So yeah, definitely give that a read. You can also enter your email directly on my website if you want to receive it straight to your inbox. I would highly encourage that because it gives you a notification every time one's uploaded. And I mean, it's all free content. So it's definitely there for you to take advantage of, and I would appreciate everyone who's checking it out. Episode 8 of my East Coast Fitness podcast is going to be released on Thursday, September 5th. I release one every single week, every Thursday, so make sure you keep posted for that. I'm really liking the direction that the podcast is going. I've been receiving a lot of positive feedback, and I appreciate all the feedback and all the good comments that I've been receiving. It kind of inspires me to continue pushing and creating that content and giving that free information that I'm giving you guys in terms of the blogs and the podcasts. So it's available directly on my website, miraculousfitness.ca, but also it's available on Spotify now as well. It makes it more convenient if you're in the car driving, or if you're at work and you want to listen to something, you can just stream it on Spotify. But yeah, like I said, I'm really liking the podcast. The last one I did was 5 things I wish I knew when I first started training. That was episode 7 that I released. So yeah, if you're not streaming that and you're not checking that out, definitely take advantage of it. It's another thing that I put out every week. So definitely tune in for that every single Thursday. And for those looking to take their training to the next level, I offer online fitness coaching directly on my website, miraculousfitness.ca. I give you all the tools that you need to reach your goals. What you're going to get is you're going to get a full customized periodized training program. You're going to get a full customized meal plan with macro targets. You're going to get unlimited check-ins, unlimited support, unlimited feedback, all at a very affordable price. So make an investment in your fitness journey and check out my programming and what I have to offer. And I mean, it's an investment. It's not a cost in your fitness journey. If you really want to take your goals to the next level, then I'm here to help you do that. So definitely check it out. Register today and join my team. And for those who aren't aware, I'm actually working on a natural lifting training program. I haven't finalized a date for that, but it will be available for sale on my website. Once I kind of get a little bit more work done on it and I finalize a couple things that I'm in the process of planning with it, I'll give a date. Just don't know how much work's left that's required, so I don't want to say a date and not hold true to it. But yeah, it's going to be perfect for natural lifters. It's going to be perfect for beginner to intermediate lifters. And it's going to be a push-pull style training split. It's going to It's going to be a full 8-week periodized training program, and it's going to take the guesswork out of your training. I'm going to include all the exercises, all the reps, all the sets taken into consideration, increasing in volume. So you definitely want to check that out. My goal with the program is to put out a program that's affordable, that's going to be able to, easy to follow, that's going to be able to allow you to progress through your main lifts, get stronger, and ultimately increase your muscle. So that's kind of the goal with the program. But yeah, so like I said, I haven't finalized a date for that, but I will, and once I do, I'll announce the date, and I would appreciate everyone to go check it out on my website when I do. I hope everybody's taking in that free weekly content every week in form of the blogs and the podcasts. I'm really enjoying putting it out. Definitely like the video, like I said, and it kind of increases the circulation of my video on YouTube, and it might expose someone who's interested in this type of content to check it out. So definitely give that video a like, and definitely give those exercises for the forearms and grip strength that I did a try as well. They're very unique, and they kind of spice up your forearm training. And like I said, I'm really excited to release the next YouTube video on September 8th there. It's going to be the coaching announcement along with the full day eating and training. So definitely subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notifications to get notified when the video drops. And that's going to do it, guys. Peace out.
Sometimes we forget why we're here. It's easy to fall off track. These help us remember.
These battle scars don't look like they're faded, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
Growing up, I had a dream, something no one else could see. Tell me what it means when your faith is falling beneath your knees.